Well, speaking of adorable animals, time for an extra second helping of cuteness in today's Second Chance Pets.
Introducing you now to Lucy, a 4-year-old pit bull terrier mix looking for her forever home. And here to tell us more about her is Sam Ellingson with the Humane Society for Southwest Washington. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Lucy.
Hey, morning. Thanks for having us. We're just having a little bit of bonding time. Lucy's getting to know me, and we're celebrating our shared love of cheese, which is basically what's keeping Lucy next to me. So whatever works, we'll pull out all the stops.
I know, 2 servings of Lucy today. So we
know.
got vote for Lucy and then check out Lucy
dogs.
here.
And I'm sure that both of them probably enjoy cheese treats. That is kind of the universal treat for pups. Honestly,
both of them candidates for Pet of the Year.
Right. Well, so Sam, tell us about Lucy. We're really hoping that third time's the charm for this sweet girl.
Yeah, third time's a charm. I think it will be. Lucy has been with us for a little while. She came to us late last fall, and she's actually been adopted twice. Now, for us, it's rare that we'll see a dog come back that many times, but for us, it's really just like, well, Lucy had a great big break out of the shelter. Now she's back with us for a little extra stay, and she'll find that loving family and perfect home. But for Lucy, she's a really, really shy girl. So she's really shy with new people, and she's especially shy with men, which is why we've had this. When she sees the cheese, she's sort of persisting, scratching my foot, telling me she wants more. But that's why we've had so much cheese with her, really just to get her used to spending time with me. So this morning when I went in to get her leashed up and take her out for a walk, she was a little shy, not sure that she wanted to hang out with me. And so one of my colleagues, Kelly, came in and she got Lucy all leashed up. We went out and took a walk together. So for her, it's finding that comfort level and like introducing her with men while there's a woman present and able to make that connection so that she's able to just sort of sit here and chill out and spend some time with me. That's what we expect we'll probably see with Lucy in her new home.
Well, I mean, it took a morning for her to get comfortable with you. It's not an impossibility. She just needs a little time to warm up to men. And you know what? We all need time to warm up to men.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't blame her, right?
Exactly.
Well, and when I saw her out on the walking path, she was like, oh, this guy. And you could almost see her rolling her eyes. But then she saw I had the cheese and she's like, all right, I'll give him a second chance.
Oh, man.
And so that's what Lucy's going to need in her home is somebody who can be really, really patient. Now, if she's going to a single home where her pet owner is a woman, she'll probably settle in really, really fast. If there's a man in the home, then she'll need a little bit more time. But I think this connection right here is probably a sign that she's going to be totally... Hi, thank you, sweetheart. She's going to be totally fine, right? And if she was, grabbing my hand saying, I see that you have another cheese stick hidden on your shoe. So she's letting me know that she's ready for more.
I love the little dog demanding paw. So we talked about men. What about kids and cats?
So we know that with kids, she can go to a home with kids. We do want to make sure that they're a little bit older kids who can be really patient and really gentle with her too, because she is a shy dog. I will say the only thing that we've observed that she is more excited about than cheese is cats. Cats and squirrels. She saw a squirrel this morning on the walking path, and I couldn't even get her away from watching that squirrel with some of this cheese. So somebody, when they're taking Lucy out on a walk, we want it to be somebody who's able to handle her because she can be a strong puller. And if she sees a cat, she will chase that cat. So, of course, all of that said, she does need to go to a home without any cats or without any other small animals that she might want to chase.
Yeah, no squirrels in the house.
Yeah.
No squirrels for Lucy.
Okay, that's good to know. But I think, it's one of those examples of how sometimes pets that have been through a lot, like Lucy, that have changed homes a lot, they need some time to open up and warm up. I always tell people about, what the rescue where I got Samwise, what they told me about the 3-3-3 rule. They need 3 days to kind of decompress, 3 weeks to learn that new routine, and 3 months or more sometimes to really settle in and have their full personality come out in a new home.
Yeah, absolutely. We've talked a lot on these segments about the resiliency of some of these pets and coming back from whatever circumstances they came from. Yeah. Now, of course, not all of the pets in any shelter came from traumatic circumstances, and often we don't know, but we can assume that Lucy's apprehension, her shyness with people came from someplace, that she had some sort of circumstances that made her feel uncomfortable. perhaps with men or perhaps just in general. So you're right, that 3-3-3 rule is really, really essential. And with pets like Lucy, she may be going for an extra 3 months or even an extra 3 months on top of that before you're really seeing her true personality come out. But,
Right.
I think anybody who's been in that situation can say that it's just so worth it. It's so valuable to give them that time, because when they truly come out of their shell and trust you and start mugging you for cheese, it's really, hi, good girl. It's really, really worth it, right? Because you really are giving them that second chance and giving them that time they need.
Absolutely. 3-3-3. I'm going on year 3 and my dog still doesn't stop when
Oh
I
my
say
gosh.
so. So
I have a former shy dog turned cheese bandit at home, so I am a testament to, you just got to give them the space and a little love to open up.
Totally
Sam,
worth it.
Thank you so much,
Thanks so much,
for
Sam.
introducing us to Lucy. If you're interested in taking this sweet girl home, you can learn more about Lucy and see all of the pets available for adoption on